Yeah.
God be with you.
What about the crown? Is it finished?
I seem to recall telling you exactly when the crown will be finished. And that time isn't yet. Take care now.
Well, if you can't ride a horse, you moron!
Yeah. Yeah. Johanka?
Henry?
I'm glad to see you.
Me too. I heard that you're doing well.
Well, that depends.
You're alive. So you're doing well.
What's happening here? Oh my god. Philip and... they're all...
Yes. Where do you think the wounded ended up?
Actually, I had no idea.
Well, now you know. Me and Nicodemus have been trying to keep things under control since Skalitz was raised. Just the two of us.
So can I help at all?
Certainly. We can always use an extra pair of hands here. And it's been like that since the beginning.
I was in a bad way myself back then. They took me to Ratai unconscious, and I needed a healer. How is everyone holding up? What can I do?
Holding up? People here are dying, usually needlessly, and I can't do anything about it. We don't have enough food or space or anyone who's willing to help us.
Why is there a guard outside?
He's here because of me.
Because of you?
Yes. There was one time I just had enough of it all, of the way they treat us, and I almost slapped one of... But that doesn't matter.
Doesn't the monastery care for them?
They give us some food for them and a place to sleep, but I wouldn't say they help exactly. More like they just tolerate us.
Do you have enough food?
Enough to survive, maybe. But convalescents need feeding up.
Maybe if I brought some meat, some game, that would strengthen them up.
That would be a great help.
Anything else you need?
Look around.
Well, it is a little crowded.
Crowded? I've had to leave some of the sick lying in the open air, even at night. And have you seen what they're lying on?
I'll try to negotiate better conditions with the monastery.
I tried that, out loud. They just nod their heads, but don't move a muscle.
Very well. Doesn't anyone help you?
Scholars, maybe, but they leave the healing up to God. Nicodemus is trying, but everything he knows is from his books.
Can I have a look at them myself? I know a little about healing.
Do you now? And what would you do if you burnt yourself at the forge?
First, you have to cool it down with water. Marigold ointment helps, and it's better if you don't bind it and let it breathe.
You do know what you're talking about. Looks like blacksmiths know about more than just pulling teeth.
Pulling teeth? Nothing to it. As long as you don't squeeze the pincers too hard and crush them.
Well, go and see if anyone needs anything. Just don't go pulling anyone's teeth.
And how are you doing? You're the only woman here, alone in the monastery.
Some of the monks speak to me, but other people act like I don't exist. Too bad the custodian isn't one of those.
Is the custodian causing you problems?
All the time. Apparently he has a wife somewhere, but that doesn't stop him. He's constantly strutting around in front of me.
And, what else?
What do you mean, what else? He's invited me to his home.
I could do something about it, if you liked.
No, I can deal with him. The last thing I need is you going around threatening people. It won't help me, and it definitely won't help the refugees.
What can you tell?
He's supposed to be in charge of all the guards and the security of the monastery. But really, he has a say in pretty much everything, including supplies. And that's why he probably thinks he can do whatever he wants.
All right.
Look, Henry, I know I can speak harshly, but I'm at the end of my tether. Last week Bohuslav died. Maybe you knew him. And nobody even blinked an eye. We desperately need help.
I'll do whatever's in my power.
My carrots and radishes are coming along nicely, but something...
Yeah! Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
For the love of God!
I brought some meat.
Thank you, Henry. Rich food will definitely help.
These wounds have been well taken care of. Philip, from Skalitz. I don't see any wounds, but he's shaking terribly.
Quiet!
He's not reacting. But all I can see that's wrong with him is his leg. I have to ask Johanka. He just needs to sleep. I'm not needed here. I'm not needed here. He just needs to sleep.
Huh? Damn. Why are you waking me?
You look all right.
Mostly, but my leg still hurts.
Did the Cumans wound you?
That's what I tell the ladies. Truth is, I did myself a mischief while I was running away.
And do they rebandage it for you?
Occasionally. They told me they don't have enough bandages.
Well, that's no use. Those bandages need changing. I'll get some.
God be with you.
I can't stay here.
Huh?
You're not from
No, but please help me.
What happened?
I was working on the building when the scaffolding up.
Well,
Yes, that's what everyone tells me.
well,
Weeks. Oh God, I have to get.
is there anything I...
When I was little, my father got trampled on by a horse, and an old hag from the village gave him some kind of purple herbs for it.
And do you remember what the herbs were?
I don't. But there's supposed to be the whole cursed knowledge of the world in this place. Something has.
I'll try to find some.
Thank you.
God be with you. He'll be able to get out of this on his own.
Christ above! I can't.
What are you making such a fuss
A
about?
fuss? Because of my leg, I have to stay here for at least another week. Hurts like fuck. And with everyone else moaning and groaning. Oh, then for God's...
Take care now.
You're the one who's in charge of the wound.
Yes, I'm the infirmarius here. Time was I only had a few elderly monks who couldn't walk to take care of. Now,
Monks so old they can't hold themselves up with their own legs.
if that were the only bodily function they could control. But I shouldn't talk like that. It's a blessing to live to such an age.
How are the wounded from Skalitz?
Some of them are well taken, others are dying here. Needless. It's a good thing we have Johanka here. I'd never been...
How can I help you?
Have you talked to you?
I did.
Well, if you know something about it, then go and take a look. However, You don't look like you've studied.
That's true. I'm the son of a blacksmith, but I have been around the wounded before. What do I do if I'm not sure of the treatment?
Come and speak to me. We'll...
I can't.
What do you think of...
Baron von Berg? Well, the last time I saw him was when I was rubbing ointment on his rash.
I heard he's been here a lot.
That's true. He comes to visit Johanka, but he's never here long, and he always leaves unsatisfied.
So you...
Well, there were accidents, of course. A broken leg, someone who'd been kicked by a cow or bitten by a goat. But this... I've never dealt with the carnage of battle before.
If only it had been a battle.
You were there? God be merciful to you and the dead and the wounded.
Thank you. What happened to
Philip?
He's unconscious. He's shivering and he has a fever.
Ah, I didn't know that. When he first came here, he was fine. No wounds on him. He was escorting the others. Then he got worse and worse until he lost consciousness.
How about some potion to induce heavy sleep?
Certainly. The old reliable.
Reliable?
Some of the brothers like a good sleep. And sometimes that's the only way to get one. I'll show you how.
Thanks. Do you know anything about herbs?
I'm not an expert, but I know a little something. Is it urgent?
Well, one of the workers who was injured during construction would like to get back to work. He mentioned some purple flowers that would...
Herbs.
Oh, purple herbs that should help.
I couldn't tell you off the top of my head, but you can have a look in the herbarium here. There won't be too many purple herbs for bruises and sprains.
Why are they so badly provided for? People are...
I can't afford anything more for them.
How is that possible? You're the infirmarius.
But I have no say in how much money I'm given. And because the abbot's away, it's still the same amount I had when I was taking care of a few old...
And the local custodian? His crew has enough provisions.
I tried him, but it seems he had some disagreement with Johanka, and now he won't give us anything.
I'll try to talk to him. Can't you do anything? Won't the others help?
Unfortunately not. The brothers in the cloister aren't much interested in the external world, and the custodian...
Even so...
You're not the only one.
I'd like to learn something. A bit of everything.
Can you now? But to be more precise...
I do.
In that case, you've come to the right place. Someone who knows what they're doing will have it done in a jiffy. Go to the herb garden, take a good look at what's growing there, and then pull up the weeds in the herbaceous beds. Is that...
Clear.
Not so fast. Have I even told you what I consider a weed? It's dandelions, stinging nettles, and thistles. Those plants have their use, but they've no business growing among the euphrasia and the mentha, or anywhere else in that garden for that matter.
I see.
Once you've cleared the garden of weeds, come back. And woe betide you if you pull up anything but weeds.
Don't worry, you've never had as good a gardener.
I won't get any sleep. I just won't get any sleep.
Henry, how are you?
I can't sleep again.
What's wrong with that man by the altar? He doesn't look wounded, but he's really pale. He doesn't...
He had a broken leg. A bad one. The bone had come right through the skin. I'm not holding out much hope for him.
My God. There has to be something we can do.
And what do you suggest? The monks won't help, and I don't know anyone else who can.
Well, I can try. I'll straighten his leg.
You?
I'll give it a go. It's not like I can make it any worse.
So you don't know anything. Don't even think about touching that poor man.
I'll go and... What happened to...
Poor man. There was nothing wrong with him, and...
But do you know why?
Maybe. He didn't run away from Skalitz, you see. He hid for days, among the corpses. If he got poisoned...
But what can we do?
Us? Nothing. Only Father Simon might have been able to save him. He knew a lot about poisons.
And where is he?
You know he left Skalitz years ago.
And does anyone know where he ended up?
If you believe the stories about a wild man in the woods, then Rovnar is the place to go.
Quiet!
One of the sick...
Semek? Is he one of our...
No, he's a...
Henry, for God's sake! Honest...
Listen, all I need to find...
Then go and look it up in a... Good luck, then.
I can't. I just can't.
I've got something for you.
Really?
Drink this, and you'll fall straight to sleep.
Oh, thank you.
May the Lord watch over you.
I'd like to discuss the... Since it's...
I'd almost... I...
I have the bandage.
Wonderful. Could you tell Brother Nicodemus?
I can do it myself.
I thought...
A long time ago.
Well, fine then. Good luck. Huh?
How are you feeling?
Good. It feels clean.
It will. Tell them to rebandage you daily. Yep.
Thank you very much, Henry.
Don't mention it.
Good luck to you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Good luck to you.
Yeah.
Hopefully I have what you...
Thank you. With any luck, I'll soon be feeling better. If you find the time, stop by to see me in a few days.
Good luck.
Dear Mistress Johanka, I come again in admiration of your selfless dedication. I would like to invite you to a fine banquet at my palace. You certainly have earned What business have you here, fellow? Who let you in?
I'm taking care of the wounded, as I'm sure you're aware.
Ah. Well then, run along and take care of them, and let me talk to Johanka. You're not needed here.
I won't intrude, custodian.
That's what I like to hear. Well, Johanka has my invitation, so I look forward to seeing her soon.
May the Lord watch over you. Look out!
who are you?
Brother Elias.
What do you do here?
What I can. I'm just trying to help the Skalitz locals as...
Do you know anything?
A little. I can manage the basics, but without Brother Nicodemus, I'd never be able to deal with the more difficult cases.
How long have you been helping here?
Since before the refugees arrived. It was much less crowded back then.
And what do you do here exactly?
Mainly, I help Brother Nicodemus. Occasionally, I keep watch at night in case someone takes a turn for the worse. Sometimes I have to hold a patient down, fetch and carry things.
Thank you.
Good luck to you.
It's done.
Did you weed the beds and leave what...
Not a leaf.
I'm glad to hear it. I'm going to check with...
Farewell.
Were you satisfied with my weeding?
It wasn't the best work I've ever seen, but you pulled up more weeds than herbs, so you deserve a reward.
Good luck to you.
Do you need any more help?
Knowledge of herbal remedies always comes in handy. Listen up. We have some new brothers who are meant to help me with the wounded, but not all of them know their medicinal herbs as well as I'd hope. They'll have to be taught.
I'm not much of a teacher.
I should imagine not. But you won't be doing any teaching, just helping me put together our new herbarium. I shall need all of the herbs mentioned in the old one.
That sounds easy.
Don't be so sure. Some of the herbs are shy little things, prone to hiding from sight. When you've collected one of each, one more thing. Bring me some old book or other. We'll scrape off the old ink to make a palimpsest, and use the blank pages for the herbarium.
An old book? Would you teach me more?
Certainly.
I'd like to practice.
All right.
Isn't that quite... Is this enough?
That's not enough. Agreed.
God be with
I've got those herbs.
Let me see if you have... Are you trying to waste my time? Come back when you have all...
Farewell.
I hope I can be of some humble service to you.
I'm helping at the...
Ah, and how is Johanka?
Yes, I do.
Good, good.
Sometimes. A little.
That's good.
I'm mainly here for supplies and to talk about the state of the wounded.
Well, that's not my problem. Let the
His hands are tied. Until the abbot comes back, he can't get anything.
And why should that interest me?
Because I'll pay you.
For supplies? But of course. That will be...
Oh, come off it. You get your supplies from the monastery for free. No one will bat an eyelid if you ask for more. Blankets can get chewed up by mice. Food can go off. Since it's you...
More.
Yes. These things happen, certainly.
God be with you.
What?
Henry, how are you?
That custodian Sebastian is really obnoxious.
He can be unpleasant, but in his own way. I don't know.
You can't be serious.
What's that supposed to mean? At least he was here. And anyway, mind your... God be with you. Greetings.
Tell me more. All right.
God be with you.
God be with you.